Okay, I might be crazy, but I'm going to try to do the landscape in 10 minutes. You will take longer than 10 minutes. All right, so step one, you want to get your colors out, angle down, okay? I'm just using a leftover paint palette from today. Okay, step two, you're going to get your canvas. You should have your name on the back. I don't, okay? So we're going to start. We're going to angle down. It's going to be somewhat upside down for you. But no, I can do it normal. Step one, you're going to start with your sky. And you want it to be a gradient type finish. So my sky is going to be here. My land is going to be here. So you're going to start with your darkest color up here. There we go. And I'm going to go black to a teal transition like in the demo. Normally, I would encourage you to blend your colors. But not today for me because we're going to just get this done. So I'm going to start with pure black on top. And I'm not cleaning off my brush. Okay, I'm going to keep that black on there. It's going to help me blend. Also, please notice I'm not going very far up with the paint. It is not intended to be ran all the way up the bristles. Okay, so remember, once you've committed to a direction, that's your direction. It's like spraying texture on drywall. Okay. Don't be afraid. I did notice this with a lot of kiddos on our practice pieces. You were afraid to make big strokes and big, oh, you can't see what I'm doing. That's not helpful. There. Can you see? Oh, it's just that dark. Okay. So don't be afraid to be bold. Okay. This is going to be semi-impressionism. And we're going to be doing a lot of blending on the canvas. I'm not nitpicking. So my type A kids that tend to get a little panicky, don't panic. I just got some more black and I'm going to go over the top because I need to darken that back up. And we'll come in. I'm going to keep going all the way down. I like that there's streaks of random black in here. That adds texture. We're going to just keep going. And I'm going to start throwing down some white here in just a minute. Actually, no. I don't know what color I'm going to do. Nope, I am going to do white. Okay. I'm just letting the paint naturally go up on my brush. Okay. I'm not wiping it off. I'm not rinsing. I'm not doing anything. I'm going to add some white in here. It's actually quite a bit. And I'm going to just start throwing it down. The white and the black and the teal is going to give me a really cool looking teal gray. I'm going to go back in with white. And I'm just going to let this get nice and light, actually. See how I have like some marks there? I don't want those. Anytime you get unwanted marks, you just come back over. Always make sure you're blending in both directions. So you want to blend up and you want to blend down. A lot of people make the mistake of just doing one line across and leaving it and then coming in and doing another. You want to overlap. It's similar to when you clean your windows on your car. You want to go back over. So I'm going to go one on the bottom. Then I'm going to go over that again and just watch. I go over the original line. And I'm going to continue going up actually because that gives me a harsh transition. And just keep going up. And I'm not adding paint. I'm not taking paint away. I'm just blending. And I go off the canvas every single time. All right. Let me shut this down. All right, so we'll come up. So that's the sky. Okay. I do have some harsh lines in there, but I think it looks okay. So remember, sky first. Now we're going to do our ground. And I really liked the orange and black together for a brown. So I'm going to do that again. And please remember, you always turn your canvas, not your hand. And I'm going to come in. I got to go a little bit quicker. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do a stark black line there. That's going to go away. This is just for me. Okay. So that's going to be if we were doing a perspective piece, that would be my horizon. I'm going to go thick with it. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to. So my type A's, this is normally right where you'd panic. You'd panic. You'd freak out. Don't freak out. We're doing a lot of blending. So I'm going to mix. I haven't wiped my brush off at all, mind you. I still have teal on there. I still have black. I still have white. I'm scooping it like a spoon. I'm going to throw some orange in there and some black in there. And then I'm going to gently mix it with the bristles. And I'm going to let it just happen. All right. So look, I'm not coming in down here. You probably can't see that. I'm not going to come in down here above it. I'm going to come in over it. That's how you avoid the harsh lines. And it's just horizontal brush strokes. Literally zero technique involved at all. I think I prefer this style because it's almost like a trust the process and pray. Like just trust the process, pray, see what happens. I need to lighten it up, so I'm going to add in some plain orange. But I have not cleaned off my bristles. So I'm going to get some funkiness, which is good because I want that. Please remember too, anything with acrylic, ooh, this is so cool. Anything with acrylic, if you hate it, you can just go over it tomorrow. Don't panic. I can already hear some of you, my 3rd and my 5th period kids, panicking. Don't panic. All right. And I'm out of orange, so we're just gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do. Not exactly sure. I think I'll scoop that. There we go. A little more black. Cool. I think when painting, it's the texture and the differences and the variation that make it really cool. Go away. Okay, there we go. So I got some funkiness going on here. So when you're doing this, please feel free to make a mess. Not an intentional mess, but like go over with your lines. Let's even that out. Okay, good deal. All right, so now we have 5 more minutes. Can this happen? So in a perfect world, you'd focus on your sky one day, your land another day, and then you'd let it dry before you come in and do your details. But we're going to work with what we have here. I'm going to give it a moon, and I don't know what else. I think we'll just go moon. We'll start with moon. I don't know. All right, we're going to see where this takes us. I'm going to flip it around so that the ground part is facing me because that's the angle I'm going to be working from. But I guess that doesn't really help you guys much, does it? I don't know if I could do it backwards. Let's try it. Why not? Why not? Okay. So again, not cleaning my brush. I'm going to come in straight black too, I think. And we're going to go just 2 trees due to lack of time. I'm taking my brush and I'm making sure it's like extra pointy because I'm going to get a fine line. When you guys are painting, you can switch out your brushes. It's totally fine. I am opting not to. Okay, there's 1. Start. Make sure it's pointed again because it'll get funky when you use it. And then I'm going to go this one. Should I go here? I don't know. Tell me what to do. You can't because it's one-way communication. We're going to go here. Okay, so we got 2 lines. And then I'm just going to come in. It's very Bob Ross, you know. These are going to get covered, so I'm not super stressed about them. I'm going to come in, add some. That's super wet, so I'm not going to do that. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Sometimes I think like the most bestest paintings. That's some good grammar right there. The most bestest paintings are the imperfect ones. Because this is going to get covered. Kind of like people, you know, sometimes I think the best people are the ones that are just real, you know, everybody's a mess. And art should reflect that, you know, or not. I don't know. I guess that stresses some people out, but I think it's cool. All right, good enough. We're going to come back to that later. I do need to put this brush down because we're going to be switching techniques. So I'm going to set that down here. We got 2 more minutes. We're going to go rogue here. I'm going to give it a little moon. I'm going plain white with this brush, paint on it, and we're just going to go right there. Not perfect at all, but it'll work. It's going to work. If it doesn't work, we'll just make it work. It's totally fine. I got to come back to this brush because we got to go highlights, but I'm not going to take all the paint out. I do need to squeeze some of it out, but not all of it. So I used Kleenex. I broke another one of my own rules. Don't use Kleenex. But I squeezed out most of it, not all of it. And I'm going to come back in with my white. I have it super pointy too. I'm just going to come in and we can come back and fix that later too, because it might get a little funky. Painting upside down is not the easiest thing in the world. In fact, I don't know if I'm a fan of it. I'm adding highlights. See, you can dot the paint down. Don't leave it like that. You got to blend it because you got to blended backgrounds. You got to blend your highlights. And I went this way this time. So I'm going to go this way this time. And then we're just going to even out this shenanigans up here. Okay, that's good. Not really. I'm not super happy with that, actually. There we go. And then if you want to add in some more, you can come in and do just like a couple of the... That's a little better. Okay. And I think my trees need white also. That's too much white, but that's okay. We're going to blend that out anyways. So try to keep the highlights where the light would naturally fall. You don't have to though. You could go opposite. Okay, there. And then we're going to come in and I need to find my good little tree brush. What color should I do? I know you can't answer me. I wish you could though. We're going to go orange. Please hold. Shoot. Okay. So I'm going to come in. I'm going to do purple. Just because that's what I have left. And I have a poofy brush that should theoretically be in the garbage. And we're going to just go like this. This is probably too bright for this. All right. Oh, not terrible. Okay. See, it kind of blends out everything. This is hands down not my finest piece. However, you get the idea of what's going on. Now I got to add some white. Don't ever just leave it plain, man. You got to add layers. In a perfect world, you let this dry in between layers. Don't just start throwing it down like this, because that is when it looks sloppy. So you could, if I were a student painting this painting, I would do this, I'd chill, wait till tomorrow, and come back and add some more. I'm going to throw down some black, though, because we need some depth. Actually, that's turning out really cool. Okay, children, I have to go. I'm going to bust this out real quickly. definitely revisiting this. Anything you don't like, cover it up. You get the idea, okay? You want balance, okay? So in here we have, so we have our sky, we have our land, right? You gotta have the upper, lower balance. We have one item on each side, okay? You need that. That provides balance. Or you could do totally offset, but you need it to look intentional. And then we have a focal point in the middle, which would be our moon. I use teal and orange together. Teal here, orange here, because they are complementary. The purple was a random, but be intentional about your colors and your placement. This will be available for you. I hope you guys have a good day. Don't stress out. Okay? Enjoy painting.